I'm going to be making this video on spitting some truth of things I have learned, both as in my experience as being a Marine. I was a Marine from 1981 to 1985, stationed in Japan and stationed in North Carolina, Camp Lejeune. I was also in the Navy Reserves from 1988 to 1990. I served at North Island, San Diego, with a unit called SBU 13, Special Boat Unit 13. And I've also went to school for 4 years to become a commercial electrician, and worked about 10 years as an electrician. And one thing I've learned is that the way society works, not necessarily, it works different ways. In the service, it works one way. There's a certain set of rules that you have to abide by. There's certain standards that need to be adhered to, dress code, appearance, and then respecting your senior officers and senior NCOs, and then doing your due diligence on your job. There was always a set standard, and that's the only way it could actually work, because if there's otherwise you'd have total chaos. And you still have chaos. People do crazy stuff. They get drunk off base and then come back in. Every once in a while, you'll hear about a car accident, drunk driving, or something from a service person. Those are things that do happen, and a lot of times, stuff inappropriate behavior in the service will cause you to get either a bad conduct discharge or other than honorable discharge. And a court martial and all kinds of other good stuff. Now, in the civilian world, working as a commercial electrician, what I learned is that every single company, business, grocery store, commercial building, hospital, were all basically created the same way, with the same intention in mind. And that intention was to protect the investment from prying eyes or, whatever secrets that they had, and to maintain security within the organization, within the company, blah, blah, blah. And the thing I realized is that even as an electrician, even as just a lowly working electrician with tool bags and just walking around the job with tool bags all day, installing conduit, installing panels, pulling wire, doing terminations, all these things were those things that I did. I had to have a security clearance just to get on there. So, and it was because you need to be a person of integrity to get those type of jobs, because they don't want you, burning the place down or creating some kind of havoc. You know what I mean? And every place that I ever worked always had the same type of install plan. It was always from the electrical side all the way up to the fire alarm side, and the process was always the same. Electrical would go in first, fire alarm would go in second, and other trades would always work alongside electricians, stuff like that. But that's a couple of things that I've learned, is that everything, a lot of it was about protection for the company and the workers. So that's why you always have to have a key card and this, that, and the other to get in certain places, because That's just the way our society works. And if you're not in, then you're out. And that's one of the reasons why things can be difficult for people trying to get ahead. Thanks for watching.